Jake Paul versus
Yeah.
Anderson Gibb.
This will be our final prediction, right? Or our kind of like final
talk about it
before the fight.
Well, I mean, we'll talk about it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm saying like before the fight happens.
Yeah. We'll talk about it in 2 weeks because obviously our next podcast we're recording before the fight as well because I'm away and well, actually, I'm just away.
Yeah. Well, I got shows, but like
you'd be able to record it after.
Yeah. We got a guest as well tomorrow. We're not gonna say who it is just in case it falls through.
Yeah, we're filming it tomorrow for next week.
Yeah, film it tomorrow.
We have a guest. We won't talk about the fight, but for now, we're going to talk about the fight. I watched the 14 days. You haven't seen it.
40 days.
Is it 40 days or 14?
Yeah, 40.
Might be, yeah, it's 40 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the 40 days.
I haven't seen it. Big surprise.
But it's I think it portrays Gibb as a little bit like crazy and almost like the bad guy a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's the storyline though.
But Gibb's part is 10 times more entertaining.
What is in the camp?
Yeah. As in Jake's is literally him like, he's like, oh, I'm so dedicated to this. I need to, work hard. I've gone to Big Bear because I have no distractions. And then kids come up and they take pictures with him and he's like, I'll stay in school, blah, blah, blah. Like he's proper like trying to be a role model.
Yeah.
Whereas Gibb is just like, he doesn't know what he's got himself into. He's getting in the ring with a mentally unstable person.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just lose it in front of him and take him down.
Wow. Okay.
And the guy asking is just like, "What do you mean mentally unstable?" And he's just like, "I'm a nutcase."
Wait, is Gibb saying that?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not like the podcast. It's not like they're unfairly portraying him like that. He's
literally saying he's like.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the build-up, and obviously we know Gibb, but if you look on it as an outside point of view, I think a lot of people will see him as like crazy because the way he was trying to get his fight, up in Jake's face, calling him out.
He is when he gets in the ring.
Yeah,
Gibb is such a nice, calm person.
Yeah,
but put him in that situation, and he is crazy.
Well, he knows how to entertain. It's like wrestling. It's like Gibb to me is like not in terms of like the fighting or anything to do with the actual sport itself, but in terms of the entertainment behind it and how you actually get the fight. To be fair, YouTube boxing does actually remind me a lot about wrestling because it's more about the storyline, if not.
Yeah.
People do care about the fight. Obviously, it's a boxing fight, but it's a boxing match. But also, like the videos back and forward, you're irrelevant, now you're irrelevant. You're at JJ's event and you're squaring up together. It's kind of like a lot of things like kind of remind me of wrestling. So that's why maybe that's why a lot of people like it. But Gibb has had to get in Jake's face a lot. The press conference where he's running on the stage, he has had to kind of put himself in like a crazy person's mindset to try and even first of all get the fight.
But he does that just in training in general.
Yeah, he's a nutcase. Yeah,
everything I've heard from like Vidal and Leon and stuff, they're all like, when he starts boxing, it's like a different person.
Yeah, he's just a machine, right?
Yeah. So Gibb is like, there's one scene he's doing mountain running kind of thing, and he's there like, oh, it's knockdown season. Mm-hmm. He says one line. He goes like, "It's knockdown season. John Wick on smoke," like that or something like that. And it's just so.
Bro, can you imagine like Gibb and Leon together? They'll just throw one-liners back.
Yeah, constantly. Just like John Wick out here, smoke season, Holly Wills, just back and forth.
Oh, they're crazy, man. They're jokes though.
Yeah, I'm nervous for this. Just in general, like I have full faith in Gibb.
It's natural. It's the same with JJ. I was confident JJ was going to win, but I'm still nervous as heck.
This is JJ's first fight he's watching.
Yeah.
As a...
Well, you were saying before, he was like, oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it was about 2 weeks ago. He was like, yeah, I mean, it'll be fun. And now he's slowly getting more and more into it. And obviously he's not as... Like, he's heavily invested in Gibb because they are like really good friends and sparring partners, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But he's not as invested as we are with him.
No.
But... he does have the potential future fight of Jake if Gibb loses.
Yeah.
So he is like heavily invested in this fight.
Yeah, if he wasn't so close to Gibb, which he is, he'd still be rooting for Gibb as much because he wants he wants Gibb to beat Jake twice.
He just can't be asked.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like, there's no point fighting Jake. Just like,
there's not. Like,
he ain't on your level anymore.
It's funny because when we were first talking about maybe JJ's gonna call out Logan and Jake after the Joe fight, we were like, oh yo, JJ, this could be a big opportunity for you.
Yeah, we were like, that's almost. We were like, you are huge, but they don't need it.
Yeah,
and they literally played it. They went, we don't need this.
Yeah,
and then Logan had like the stuff happen.
Yeah.
And then he was like, actually, this could be a very good career move. If I fight and beat him, it's like a redemption. And then Jake got involved. And now Logan fell off but got back on it now.
Kind of, yeah.
Like his videos, he's done 4 videos recently and they've all banged.
Yeah, yeah. But what I'm saying, kind of like, JJ is now above both of them.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Logan's maintaining that like mainstream celeb status though in LA. Whereas I feel like Jake can't pull the numbers he used to pull.
No.
So I'm kind of like, you don't need to fight him. And if you are going to fight him, make sure you're getting like 70% of the purse, 80% of the purse.
Yeah, fully, yeah.
And it's in the UK. It's when you want it.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it.
You don't need it, man. You don't need it no
You're
more.
doing songs now. You're doing songs with Rick Ross, Lil Baby, Trippie Redd. Do
Randolph.
your thing. Like, you don't need it.
No, you just don't. So, yeah, if you're going to do it, just make sure it's on your terms, like you say. It's still, the thing with Jake as well is it's like kind of like his, I said this on the podcast before as well, his persona or his content, it's always been a little bit unique, right? But you know, a little bit on like the cringe side. But he's always had like a big following because, to be fair, he's always like, oh, Jake Paulers, make sure you guys are working hard. So I could see why he would have a lot of young fans who look up to him and do follow him every single day. As this like Disney guy. But do you think now he's acting like, oh, now he's the tough guy, the boxer? Do you think those type of fans there have kind of like not interested in boxing anymore? They're more interested in the whole American teen vlogger.
I think so.
So it's kind of like Jake really needs to win this fight.
Because in his video, he says about how his fans it was the one where
they'll grow with me.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, my fans are growing with me. They're all starting to drive now. And I'm like, in America,
That's a weird thing to say.
Can't you also start driving at like 15 in America?
Yeah, you can drive very young in America.
15 or 16.
And don't you have
16.
to just... Am I right in thinking in America to pass a driving test, you just have to like drive around cones?
Something like that. I think so.
But in the UK, it's so hard to... I mean...
It is, yeah.
I find it... I'm a good driver, so it's kind of easy for me.
I mean, I passed first time.
Same, yeah.
I failed my theory a few times.
Oh, let's talk about this in a minute.
Okay.
That's a different topic. We'll get to that. Hold your thought.
So Jake versus Gibb. What are your predictions?
6 rounds, right?
Yes.
3 minutes.
Yes.
I think that
10 ounce gloves, no head guards. Someone's getting knocked out.
someone's definitely getting knocked out. I think there's going to be... I'm not sure if there's going to be a stoppage. I think there will be. I'm going to go like 4th round, Gibb.
That's literally mine. That's the same thing I'm on.
I think Gibb will come out really quick.
I'm like 3rd or 4th Gibb.
Yeah.
I think it'll get stopped just for bleeding kind of thing.
Well, Jake does bleed easy, right? We saw that in the Deji fight. Because everyone was saying, oh, Deji was like beating him up loads. I mean, Deji did do well in that fight. Put it out there. He did really well. And if he trained like he should have, he would have won that fight for sure. But it wasn't Jake saying the reason his nose was bleeding just because of he said my nose bleeds easily.
Yeah.
If that's the case though, and you're now fighting Gibb, who's going to be like just like going at you,
punching.
Yeah, how much? I mean, I'm sure. I don't like. I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure in boxing, like if you do bleed enough, they will stop it just for purely. They'll stop it to kind of like cover up the issue. And if they can't, and it's just leaking, I think they have to stop it. I think Gibb will come out quick. I think Jake will also a little bit. Then I think it'll settle down. I think both fighters will be like, whoa.
Yeah, one punch to the head and they'll go, okay.
Yeah, we've definitely gone too hard here. This is gassing us up. The event as well is gassing us up way more than we thought it would. It'll slow down a little bit and then it's just about who can pick the other person apart. But I think Gibb has got something in his mind where he is like, cannot stop. Like, you know how JJ had the documentary Can't Lose? I think Gibb has that mentality more than JJ does.
Yeah.
I think like I am going to just run into you right now and you're going to have to either... Well, you're gonna have to deal with me, man.
Like, what do you... There's that phrase, that's like, there's nothing scarier than someone that's got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
But then there's also the other phrase that's like, the only thing scarier than someone with nothing to lose is someone with everything to lose.
Yeah.
I'm kind of there like, because at the moment I'm like, Gibb has nothing to lose.
Not really, yeah.
Like, he'll
say, obviously, in his mind, he will have like, I've got everything to lose because I can't lose this fight. But...
Yeah, but as in he's got him winning would be everything. Yeah. So it is everything to lose. But he's kind of he's at the bottom right now.
Yeah. So
although actually saying that, he's getting more views than the 40 days thing.
Yeah.
His has got more views. They posted the same video, same day, more views.
Yeah. I mean, I remember saying to Gibb, I'm not sure if I said this in the podcast either. I remember saying to him, like, before the fight happened, there's a point where it seemed like this fight wasn't going to happen. And I remember saying to him, like, even if you don't get this fight, still keep pushing and doing what you're doing because obviously there's a chance you still may get it, which you did. But also, if you don't get it, you're still becoming a bigger somebody, you know. So still
your persona is so much bigger.
Exactly,
now.
yeah. So keep pushing. So I know, as a fighter in Gibbs' mind, all he wants to do is win. Now, he's not thinking about anything else other than to win. But say worst case he does lose the fight, he'll still be a huge name now, and he'll still be a lot further on where he was, and he's got a great platform to then go on for. So that's what you're saying when he's got not much to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Jake has got everything to lose.
Yeah, because I'm like, Jake has got a huge career.
Yeah.
And I think if he does lose this, he's obviously not just disappearing.
Nah.
Like his career's not finished. Like
He's still got music going on and stuff. He's still got things going on.
And I mean, you're still pulling minimum like 500k views a video.
Yeah. Which is nothing.
Like,
If
he goes back to daily vlogging, he's still doing what like.
Although, can you remember when he said if he doesn't earn $60,000 in a day, he'll cry?
Yeah, he's definitely not doing that right now.
No, he's not anymore. Yo, that video was jokes, man.
That's
He's like, bro, if I make $60,000 in a day, that's a bad day. I'm crying.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Yeah, but no, yeah. He has to win this.
Yeah,
The way he's
really
talking
does.
as well, he's just
Yeah, I mean, it's the same with everyone, isn't it? That's why I feel like YouTube boxing is so good, because the quality is nowhere near the top level.
Yeah.
But I feel like the ones who are top level of the professional world, like
You can fight
Conor
again.
McGregor,
Yeah.
their persona's so good, and I think that's what the YouTube side brings.
Yeah, for sure.
Like someone like JJ, for example.
Oh yeah, JJ and Logan are fully like the only reason they got to do what they were doing is because of like Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Well, if it like, I mean, you know, there's a lot more boxers as well who've kind of like had that flashy kind of like braggadocious kind of character. But yeah, they kind of like led the way for these guys, for JJ and Logan.
Yeah, for sure.
And you know, pro boxers can go fight someone else. And also, they're like, I think that's the issue as well. In YouTube boxing, there's not that many boxers around, really.
That's the issue, yeah.
And I think now, a lot of people were really mad at DAZN for not including YouTubers. But I think now looking back, they'll probably say it was a good idea because
Who else would fight on this
because
card?
everyone on the undercard, none of them were boxers. Apart from
it's
Gibb.
like-
Gibb was the only boxer I think that was actually. I mean, maybe JMX was like a fighter.
JMX, but he's now stopped YouTube.
Yeah.
He
But,
did, he did a UFC event.
Yeah, but then like say like Twin saying like shout out to them, that was like an entertaining fight, but they weren't boxers. You can't they cannot fight on the DAZN undercard, you know. It just can't
Yeah, no
happen.
one really took it like JJ, Logan, Gibb,
Yeah.
JMX. They all took it serious kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like no one else will put that effort in.
Yeah,
and
so-
I do get like don't put them on if they're not going to take it that serious.
Yeah. So then like pro boxers will go and fight somebody else. You know, maybe they won't have the career they wanted to, and they'll have to like go down a little bit. But for YouTubers as well, there's no one to really go down to. Like you kind of got these. I mean, Deji wants to fight again, but not really in a position to right now.
That's the thing as well. You see another, like if you lose against a YouTuber and then you see another YouTuber win,
Yeah.
you're not going to like most of the time you're not going to fight them. Like
No.
Joe Weller even said, "Oh, I didn't fight Gibb because he'd batter me."
Yeah.
And it's like you watch
yeah.
one Gibb fight, and Joe Weller's there like I didn't even punch KSI.
Yeah. I'm so glad it didn't happen because we wouldn't have now Jake versus Gibb.
Yeah,
But
true.
I would still would have loved to see that fight.
Now Joe's definitely like way too far behind Gibb to
Yeah.
fight him.
Yeah, he
'Cause,
is.
yeah, Gibb's gonna be like much better now.
Yeah, I think people will actually see within this fight the level that JJ and because obviously Gibbs got the same trainers, the same he's training at the same gym.
Yeah.
Pretty much JJ's camp, Gibbs got the same thing. You know, mountain runs all the same. Larry Wade. So I think people will see that the level JJ went through. I honestly don't think if JJ didn't go to Vegas, he probably wouldn't have won that fight.
No, yeah, he needed that.
That was
for
definitely like the deciding factor of it. He needed to level up everything. So yeah, Gibbs got that now as well. I think even Gibb is like, whoa, yeah, this training is tough. Like,
Yeah.
it's definitely not what we were doing in London. So yeah, I'm excited to see this, man. I'm excited to see this. I won't be there obviously, but I'll be supporting. I'll be supporting from home for sure. Man,
If you're listening to this before the fight, check it out on DAZN.
DAZN.
Feel free. You know, I'm just trying to secure them tickets for future fights.
Yeah.
Shout out DAZN.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be a good fight, you know.
I'm terrified. Oh, I don't think I'm ringside for this,
Okay.
so I'm actually low key kind of happy. I don't think I want to be ringside again. Like ringside is even worse.
It is
'cause
kind of,
it's
yeah.
literally like I can see their face so clearly, and every time they get punched, I see their eyes like look different directions
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, I think it can be tough. Also, like you don't have the if you're ringside, obviously, yeah, it's amazing to be ringside, but you don't get to choose where you sit, kind of. Whereas
Yeah.
if you obviously I don't know how you got your tickets, but maybe you have more control in where you sit.
I don't really, but
Okay.
I think I've got some decent seats.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, so good luck to Gibb.
As long as you haven't got nosebleeds, like Jake's gonna have. Banter. Did you get it though?
Yeah.
Because you know how they say when you sit at the high bit
Yeah.
of... Got it.
Yeah.
Great.